I've made a lot of videos on how to not get distracted, how to be productive, and most of them are concerned about like technology use and how you can limit your phone usage and how you should. It's mostly just like how to not get distracted, like videos, type of videos where everyone just talks about how you should control um, your desires and how you should not indulge in instant gratification, how you shouldn't use your phone, how you shouldn't watch porn, how you shouldn't play video games and all of that, right? Mostly the like that is what we feel like as a whole distracts us from the work that we are doing, and that's why we cannot use our time efficiently, and that's why we get distracted. But that's not the complete truth about it. Like there's a part where it's not even about, let's say you have done all of that, assuming that you have done all of that, okay, fine, you're not getting distracted by your phone, you're not getting distracted by any kind of technology, by your TV or whatever, right? And then you're trying to do your work, still you're not able to finish it on time. Still, it's not like you still can't give you 100%. Like, you form this idea, right? Because I think for a long time, right, I formed this idea that if I just if I just don't get distracted by my phone, don't get distracted by TV, then I can just become this above average person. I can be a lot better than these average people, and I can gain something that everyone doesn't have. And like, point is, I can be exceptional, right? I can be the exception, right? Like the 1%, right? That's what we mostly believe in, but I don't think that is completely right. You cannot just think that if you give up on technology, right, and that is what we think, that it is majorly distracting us, and you are done with it, you will become exceptional. Point is, that just doesn't happen. And because I know it doesn't happen, because I have done it. I have literally done it. I have gave up on technology. Now it does come back in a while. Let's say sometimes there will be, for some time, some on some particular day, I just might use it for more amount of time than I usually do. But mostly it's just I don't use my phone, I don't use my laptop, I don't watch TV. On most days it has been like that, but it's still not that I am the exception, right? It's not like that, because I have observed people, right, that would still use technology, right? They would still get distracted by their phones, and they would still work about as hard as me, right? And they would still get as much work done as me, or yeah, like that is the case. That is mostly the case, right? Even if it is like I am a little better than them, it's only that slight improvement, right? That, let's say, they are slightly below, right? And well, like, the point is that what did I gain by becoming slightly better than them? I don't think that there is any point that if you are truly ambitious and you seriously want something, you would like to be like you would just want to defeat everyone and dominate. That's the point, right? You would not want this kind of thing that, you know I'm slightly better than myself yesterday. Even though you, in a lot of self-improvement videos, you would just see that people talking about that, and I have said that myself, that I just want to be slightly better than myself, yes, than I was yesterday. I just want to compete with myself, and I just want to be 1% better. That's not what you would want if you are someone that has a lot of ambition, and you know you have these core values of hard work, and you you do consistently try to work hard, and you want something, you are working towards a goal, and you want it badly, right? You just wouldn't want this kind of mindset that I just want to be 1% better, I just want to be slightly better than I was yesterday, I want to compete with myself, and I don't want to compete with others, because that doesn't matter, if I just compete with myself, that is enough for me, because I'm better than myself, and that is what matters at the end of the day. Actually, it doesn't. That is not what actually matters at the end of the day. The end of the day, like, that result, that big result matters more. And that big result literally doesn't concern anything with your I am slightly better than 1%, I'm slightly better than myself yesterday. Like, nobody gives a fuck about that you are better than yourself, you're better than where you started, competing with yourself. Nobody cares, okay? Point is, everyone cares about who won, right? Like the winner, the champion that won, right? And he dominated over all of the other people, right? And defeated all of them. That guy is going to matter more than all of the guys included that participated in the event, right? That guy will matter more. And like 99% of the rewards are his, and the 1% is, distributed between the other among the other winners. And obviously the losers are not going to get anything. So if you just create this mindset that I want to be 1% better, it's pointless. But I think that was more of a distraction from the main topic. The point is, even if you gave up on technology, even if you have sacrificed technology, but you still think that you are distracted, I feel like the most important thing that you can remove from your life to not get distracted is your past. It's mostly because I've observed this, that whenever I'm just, let's say doing some kind of work, and 1 hour in, right, I'm focused, fine. Then a random thought from my past comes up. So for example, let's say, um, if let's say it was like, okay, fine, maybe it was like a day about it was a thought about my school days, right? So like maybe so let's say a very interesting part would be that maybe in my school days, we had these arm wrestling matches, and I used to mostly win most of them. And like, see, so that was the point. So if let's say it was like some kind of arm wrestling match and I was fighting like a strong guy, and then I won the match, okay, fine, that's a lot of dopamine, and that is then whatever, like the happy hormones will be released, serotonin and whatever. Point is that you would just then specifically indulge in that thought. Why? Because currently, let's say you're not where you want to be at, so you're not the winner, but at some point in your past you were that, and you won, right? You were the champion, right? So that's why now you are attached to that thought so much, because it makes you feel good about yourself, and now it's satisfying your ego, giving you a ego boost. So now you're just indulging in that thought. And then if let's say you were 1 hour focused in your work, and then you got distracted for like 30 minutes just thinking about that arm wrestling match, and believe me, that is what happens. Like, if you just think that technology is the most right, um the most distracting thing ever, and it takes away most of your time, your thoughts might just be at number one if you have gave up on technology, right? And if you, let's say, still use technology, then your past memories and thoughts might be at number two, but it's still a big thing, right? So if you have gave up on technology, that is your biggest distraction, right? A random thought comes to your brain and you just think about it. And also it is because, you know like, people just create this mindset among themselves. I don't know for what reason, and maybe I have done this too. Yes, I have done this too sometimes, but I'm not associated that much with it. That we just think that our past was better. For some reason, we just want to do it. We just want to think that our past was better than the present. Like, I've, I have noticed, like, this in some of my friends. Like, we keep saying to each other that, like, in college it's just I just hate college, and now school days were so good, right? It was just the best moments of my life, and college is just stupid. Like, I don't see the point of saying that. I mean, fine, it is bad, or my like, okay, fine, maybe it is really bad for you, but then it's not like it won't get better, and it's not like it won't get better if you try to make it better. It will. If you constantly put in efforts to make it better, it will get better. Like, your present will get better, it will improve. But we just want to dwell on the past for some reason, that we just get a lot of satisfaction from it, right? That we just want to sit here and not do anything, just think about our past. And so, like, even that, this is literally a distraction, right? If you just think about your using your phone, what are you doing? You're just opening Instagram, scrolling on social media, and then watching some random things, right? And then, some, let's say, some funny video comes up and you're just laughing, and you're not even laughing, you're just like, I mean, you're not even laughing. That's what happens when you use Instagram. You watch like a funny video, you literally won't even laugh, but you still will watch that video because a lot of your friends liked that video, and it has got like a lot of views, it has a lot of comments, it has got a lot of validation, and it is funny enough, but you still won't laugh at it because it's not that funny at the end of the day. It's just that you still know that in your conscious brain inside of you that you're still wasting your time. but you will still do it. But you will still watch the video, even though you won't actually genuinely, laugh and enjoy watching it, but you will still watch it for temporary pleasure. So it's the same thing. If you are against instant gratification, you are on self improvement, whatever, right? And you're thinking that I don't need to indulge in temporary pleasure. I don't want instant gratification. Like, thinking about your past, it is the same thing. Like, I mean, think about what you are doing. In the present, you are not happy because, well, you're not working hard enough, and that is like the literal reason. Like, in the present, you are not happy. Like, you are literally responsible for it. Like, your college is not responsible for that. If you just put responsibilities on some institution, on some person, then it's just that you're stripping away responsibility from yourself. You're just giving the blame on them, and now it's just nothing is going to change because you just gave the responsibility of your life, of your happiness, to someone else. How do you think now you will ever be happy? Now your happiness depends on that person, on that institution. You're never going to be happy. That's the point, right? Your happiness should be your responsibility. Your life is your responsibility. So the point is that if you think that you're against instant gratification, dopamine, and you don't want to indulge in temporary pleasure, your past memories are literally the same thing. They are literally the same thing. If just a thought comes to your brain while you are focused, you are trying to do some kind of work, and 1 hour in, a thought comes in, and you start actively thinking about it, and you waste half an hour thinking about it, you just destroyed your focus that you built over an hour, and you are distracted. Now, if, let's say, this won't happen just a single time in your day, if this happens 10 times in your day and you waste 30 minutes every single time, you just wasted 300 minutes. That equals to 5 hours. That is probably how much time you were wasting on your mobile phone when you were using it. So, literally, you didn't make any difference, right? If, let's say, you gave up on technology and you wasted 5 hours every day on your mobile phone, now you're just wasting those 5 hours thinking about your past memories. What does it give you? I don't think there's like literally any good thing coming out of it by just thinking about your past memories. The place it can be good, I will talk about it later, where actually thinking about your past thoughts and memories can be good, but mostly it's just a distraction. If you're focused, you're trying to do some kind of work, a random thoughts comes in. Like, point is, why do you think that happens? I've observed with myself, why do I think that happens? Because it's kind of like you are functioning subconsciously. you know you are doing some kind of work, you are kind of fatigued due to it, and then a thought comes in, then your conscious brain is not acting on it, your subconscious brain is. When this thought comes in, you just because it when that thought comes in, and it's a good one, right? It's a good memory of your past, and you're just all happy about it because in the present you are not happy. Then you just want to indulge in it, and it happens kind of automatically. You're not manually doing it, right? You're not actually thinking that, oh, okay, fine, I should think about this more. You're not doing that. What happens is the thought comes in and you just flow into it, you just get into it, and then it takes you half an hour to 1 hour to get out of it, right? And you did that subconsciously because you felt a little bit good. So I feel like the main thing that you can do is be more conscious of yourself. I think meditation helps a lot with that. If you just do nothing else, and you know then you start considering this as a waste of your time, that if I just sit and meditate and breathe for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm just wasting my time. Then you're wasting your time anyways. You just like you waste 5 to 10 hours probably every day just thinking about your past memories, because you think the past was so good, it was like the good old days, and like the present is just bullshit. That's what you do. So like, if even you know doing 20 minutes of meditation in a day will help you to not do that and like seriously do meditation, right? And obviously you won't do 20 minutes on your first day. You will just do 1 minute and you will get bored. That is fine. You're just improving. You didn't meditate before, now you're meditating for 1 minute every single day. Then you can go to 5-10 minutes and improve from there. But if you just do that, you will, like, even if I'm sitting here and I'm still conscious of my brain and I'm breathing properly, right? I can just be a lot more conscious, and whenever a thought comes in to my brain, I can just manually, right? It's not I'm doing that subconsciously, I'm manually not getting indulged into it. So even if that thought comes, it will be generated for a second, just a second, and then it will just go by, right? But what happens if you're not conscious is that a thought will come in, and before you know it, you will just start thinking about it, and the moment you start thinking about it, you're going to feel you will feel even more happiness. So the graph goes just up, and then once you are into it, then it's just some constant level of happiness, right? And then you will just keep indulging in it till the happiness goes down, and like it's like whatever past memory you had, and it's the end of the story. Then you just get out of that memory, right? So you still got distracted, and it happened because you were you like doing things subconsciously. Just be conscious that if thought comes in, if a thought comes in, and thoughts will come in, like it will be filled with your past memories and a lot of other things, but you just don't want to indulge in it because that is a distraction and you know it. So the point is, like when I talked about that past memory thing can be good, right? Like see, mostly if you just have this mindset that your past was better than your present, it is not good. It will mess you up because then you're just convincing yourself that the past was better than my present. Then you will keep thinking about your past because you literally believe in it that your past was better, and you can't just do that. You need, like, even if you feel like your present is bad, you still need to just say, like, manually tell yourself, like manually put this thought into your brain, no, my present is good. And if you just keep putting in efforts towards it, it will get better. But you just cannot have that belief that your past was better. That is, it will definitely mess you up. So like that point I talked about, where your past memories and thoughts can be good, they can be good for one thing. It's not that you should never think about your past, you should never have good memories, right? So if let's say you have like a bad thought, right? Let's say you have an urge to go and fap, right? Or to watch porn, or like do them together, whatever, right? Yeah, something like that. Then now your past memories can be a good use. You can literally use your past memories to conquer that urge. Now it's not as simple, right? It might not work when you first use it, but it is a really good practice, right? So whenever you have this urge of fapping, watching porn, right, what you can do is think about a past memory of you and you when you were very young with your parents, right? You were in the park, playing, and just by thinking that memory, just by thinking about that memory like deeply for like 5 to 10 minutes, you will feel like so much happiness about yourself that now you won't feel that urge of watching porn, right? Now, but the point is that memory should be like a good one. Now, it should not be like that you're trying to resist the urge of watching porn by thinking about your past self at a point of time when he was watching porn and then deriving pleasure from it. That is just another kind of mental masturbation, right? So, like, the memory has to be like a decently good one that is like filled with, goodness, not like some bullshit pleasure, temporary pleasure type of thing. So, that is one way you can use your memories to resist your urges. And another thing is that you cannot just think that you will forget your past. Like, you should always learn from your mistakes. So, and whatever mistakes you have done in the past, you should not repeat them. That is why you should, take some time out from your schedule to like think about your past. Not, it's not like you need to do it daily, but like when if you have some free time, you can just, rather than wasting it, rather than thinking that, oh, I have worked so hard, now I want some reward, so I will just play 1 hour of video games, but I don't even want to play it because now I'm not associated with it. That's not even my identity. I don't even want to play video games, but just it's just that society kind of convinces me that if you work very hard, then you need some kind of reward, and that reward is that video game. So I will need to play that video game. So I'll just play it for 1 hour, and I think I will feel good. And after you play the video game, you will feel more guilty and feel like I just wasted 1 hour of my time. It was not even worth it. I didn't even want to play the video game, but I still played it because I still have convinced my brain that playing that video game is the reward part of it, but it's just destroying me. So it's literally just a waste of my time, and I'm hurting myself by playing that video game because I don't even want to play it, but still I will just convince myself because society told me that that video game is a reward, so I will just play it, right? And I will go against my own ideologies to do that. So I like kind of in my heart I do know that it will hurt me, but I'll still do it as a form of reward, but it is rather a punishment. So, right, that is what you do. So instead of doing that, when you have 1 hour of your free time, what you can instead do is, if if you have like a good amount of free time, then what you can do is, like, these past memories that you have, right, these past thoughts that keep coming to you, like, maybe pick some some like particular one from your past, and like like actively think about it, and like take out some paper or your journaling book, and then you can just start journaling about your past, and think about the mistakes that you have done at different points of your past, and how you should, like, create like a strategy or plan for your future self, so that, like, that your future self will never repeat those mistakes. So you can kind of do like that, or do it like that, journaling about your past, and that is a good way to, by using your past thoughts and memories. But if you are doing some kind of work, a thought comes to you and you just indulge in it by thinking it's a past memory, and you believe that your past was better than your present, you have brainwashed yourself, and it's just a distraction at the end of the day. And if you have given up on technology, if you have been on self improvement, it is your number one distraction. So it is like the biggest thing that is distracting you, wasting a lot of your time and destroying your goals. So that is a thing that you should try to actively remove from your life. Just don't think about the past unnecessarily. Focus on the present, because what that is what will set your future self up. It will develop your future self. And that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching.